You are not alone. This is the Resistance.
Hello? Yet another attempt. I am pretty sure this is on now. Wow, is it ever hot? It's very hot. Alright. There's a... Yes, I am almost... a lot of skin. Very hot. Sorry about that. Shaved head? Yeah, still sweating. This is my third attempt at this video. I'm pretty confident that the mic is working. I think I did a test. I have my stick here because, this is going to be almost a personal video. It's about my little mirror, my self-reflection, and how that reflection affects the way I see the world. My own flaws. And first off, I want to get some things out of the way. My name is Colin. I'm 29 years old. I have a dream to become some sort of spiritual dude. This video is on Namaste because I feel like this group, there's the most best chance of people at least giving me a chance or of connection, because I'm a lonely guy. I'm strange to weird people. Even among my religious label, I'm not very accepted because I'm Christian, but I'm not a Bible Christian. I'm a different type. I'm not perfect. I'm really not. And I want you to see me for who I am, because there's so many people taking advantage of people's need to believe in this beautiful, wonderful, mysterious side of life. Me, I'm a guy that I want to figure it out. Because I'm 29 now, and right up till 27, 26-ish, I spent my life lying and deceiving myself and others and causing pain and hurting and just forgetting who I was. And it took a rock bottom moment to make me remember my dream, which is this connection, exploring this spiritual world. And I want you to see me for me. I want anybody to think I'm anything other than just a dude that's messed up, flawed, and trying to get better. And I want people to get better too in their own ways, and maybe we can grow together. Because it's not about these labels or these things that have found us or have defined us. It's not about that. It's about connecting. Because we all have these versions of this thing that exists, but we're arguing about which version is right that exists instead of just saying, hey, this weird, beautiful side exists. Let's grow together. Myself, my little mirror prevents that. My reflections, my flaws. Because I get angry. I can't explain the things I want to explain with the words I want to use. I can't find words even now. I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I It's so hard and it's frustrating. Who wants to be a guru in this day and age? Who wants to do that? It's so easy to just get bombed on. And when I started this some 3 years ago, I did get bombed on by, like, close friends and family. Wanted me to think I'm crazy for believing these things or just starting to believe in these things. It doesn't matter what label I use, but let me tell you, this spiritual side, whatever you want to call it, it exists and it is calling to you. It is calling to us. And it's going to be how we unite. This is the playing ground. This is the level that we have to be on to see the problems that are happening around the world. To see the real problems, these little fights, these little battles that are all caused by fear. An agenda of fear, a system of fear. Fear that keeps us down and fear that keeps us ignorant of each other as human beings. But this place is impossible to get to without self-reflection and forgiveness. I was a virgin until I was 18 in the sense of I didn't really have penetrating sex with a woman until I was about 18, but I did have sexual experience at a very young age. And throughout the years, the sexual experiences kind of formed my way of thinking about sex. So I have a very confused sexuality, and after I did have sex, I spent the next lot of years just having sex with anyone, didn't really care. So now it's a quest up to me to love someone first, to find someone I can have a deep, intimate connection with. But I still do watch porn that reflects those confusing feelings that I have. I'll judge people. I'll be walking down the street and I'll see a bigger person and I'll say, how'd you let yourself get to that? I'll see a homeless person, I'll say, in my head I'm gonna say, well, you're gonna ask me for $1 anyway. And most of the time they do. But that's not the point. The point is I do say these things, I do judge these things. And I am very flawed, but the difference is I recognize these things in myself. And I can say, hey, what are you doing, man? This isn't right. You're better than this. And then I can realize that these perceptions I have are just reflections on myself, the way I'm unhappy. Because when I did this quest, when I did a nice long walk, and I learned a lot of things, and I had this little taste of what some would call enlightenment, this peace within myself, this pure happiness. I got a little taste. And now I'm just trying to get back to it while surviving in this grind and surviving with my flaws. As you can see, I'm smoking. I also smoke weed, marijuana. I consider that God's gift, but I do abuse it. I smoke too much of it. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to myself. So I want you to know these things. By me admitting this, it's clearing me up for me to move forward. Because I'm not going to be worried when I'm trying to teach messages of love and of self-acceptance and self-reflection. I'm not going to be worried about, oh, what if these people find out this about me? Because no, this is me telling you right now. And to me, I thought I'd want popularity at first. This isn't about popularity. I don't think I could handle popularity because I'm a vain person. Vainness is something I'm trying to fight. It's just one of the reasons I have the shaved head. I don't think I could handle that popularity right now if it was to happen. But I do want connection, forgiveness, self-reflection. Right now I'm reflecting on my sexuality, on these events in my life that have shaped me and changed me and built me. Some things I may not have choice in. I may not have had power over some of the things that have happened. But I do have power now over the way I react to the things that have happened. I do have my power now. I'm in control always. And a lot of people, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that oh, you're in control. These things that have happened to you, they've happened. No one's saying that it's not horrible, that you may have had traumatizing situations in your life that have shaped you and changed you. No one's saying that. I'm saying it's in your hands to take back control. It's in my hands to take control of my life. And this is part of it. This video is part of it. Because this is my dream. This is what I want to do. I want to grow. I want to be more. I want to be better. Better than who I was. Because I can be. And forgiveness. Don't beat yourself up over something that you had no choice of. That's what I'm saying. It's time to take your power back, because it really is. How can I say this? It's in your hands, and I'm sorry. It's very late, and I'm having a hard time with my words. That's one of my issues. Another one of my issues. This is me trying to grow. No one's saying those things that happened to you that they're not important, that they weren't horrible. But you do have control now over how you're reacting to them right now in this moment. In this very moment, are you in a safe place? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for allowing those feelings, those negative feelings from those past experiences to have control over you this long. Forgive yourself. It's time to move on, and you are worth it. And I will keep repeating this over and over and over and over again, because we need to move on. If you wake up, there's a lot of people in this world that know that yes, there's good and there's bad, but they want to focus on the bad because they know it exists. What's the point of that? What's the point of just waking up feeling bad, expecting bad, when you know there are happy moments? If you know there are happy moments and you know they are fleeting, then enjoy them. Enjoy them. Take them. Those are little checkpoints in this game of life, this grind of life, of this wake up, do this, be here, go there so you can meet this person because you need to do this. These are these checkpoints, these happy moments. There's happiness and there's sadness, but those are still choices. These are choices. These are all choices. You wake up, you expect bad, you're gonna get bad. Listen, in no way am I an expert in any of these things I'm talking about. In no way am I claiming to be some all-wise person. I'm just trying to explain the things I've experienced. This right here is something I know. This is something I know to be true. What you feel, what your energy is going to reflect your personal reality, your perception. It's going to be your own little mirror. You wake up, you're feeling bad, you're going to get bad. You're expecting to see bad, you're going to see bad. You're expecting to get bad news from a person, you're probably going to get bad news from a person. You know, it won't even be bad news, it'll be news, but you'll fucking just assume it's bad. And so I'm sorry for cursing. Please forgive my F word. Okay, I'm working on it. The point is, we can't let ourselves be grogged down by our predetermination. We have choices, and it's time to make those choices. How much time do we spend just thinking about our regrets, thinking about past? How many times have we not gone somewhere because something we've done has affected something and we're worried that, that situation is going to be in that situation. They're going to collide. So we avoid it. What's the point of living like this? These videos, don't get me wrong, these videos are just for me too. These videos are for me to grow. I'm trying to figure it out. What's the point of me living like this? Because I am sad. I do get unhappy. Just because I've had these tastes and I'm saying these things, I'm not at total peace. No, the only thing is I've been set on my path. I know my course. I know it's going to be rough. And I know there's going to be people calling me crazy at every turn. That's all right. And there's going to be disappointment. And there's going to be bumps. And there's going to be shit. That's all right too. And I'm going to have a hard time trying to figure out this spiritual shit and trying to find this balance between this spiritual shit and going into this grind and to this living in the system of this fear that we're all a part of. The system that's not raising one type of person above another, but keeping us all down with this agenda of fear, with these seeds of fear. That's what it's all about, is conquering fear. It's time to face ourselves, who we are on a deeper level. Only room for growth. I can have friends and I can have people connected to me and I can care about those people, but I'm telling you now, I may be gentle, but I'm also strong. I'm balanced and I'm only going up and I'm growing. And I'll give you the answers that I've found for myself in an individual level, but those can only be clues to you. So you can choose to grow with me, or you can let yourself fall, because the choice is yours. And you don't have to grow with me, just grow. Just grow. Make the choice to be happy. It's in your hands. It's always been in your hands. I don't know. What can we say? What can we do? Regretting a lot too. I've burnt a lot of bridges. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get angry and lose a friend right away and then regret it. But I also know the feeling of reconnecting with that friend and how fucking beautiful it can be. You see, burnt bridges may be burnt, but that doesn't mean a new pathway can't be built. Sure, it will be harder, but it can be built. Because once a bridge is burnt, all that's left is a gap. That's just room for more things to be built. It's the same way inside ourselves. We're going to be attached, and we're attached, and I am attached. We're attached to these experiences and definitions that we've had, and we're scared to learn more, to have anything question them. It's time to question. It's time to grow. It's time to take the risk. If what you are doing right now, if the moments you are in, and the lifestyle, and the thoughts, and the choices you are making, if they are making you unhappy, make different choices. Make different choices. I can give words and I can try to figure this stuff out. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining me. I can give you words and I can try to figure this stuff out. And even if I did have the perfect set of words and I did give directly like the greatest secret of life, it's still, if people don't connect with those words, there's nothing I can do. Look, I'll tell you right now, the secret to life, the secret to be happy is to live your life, to follow your natural path, your dreams, your intuition. To face doubts, to face problems, and to rise and rise again, and to choose to be happy. That is the secret to life. Is it easy to accomplish? No. No. But that's what makes this path, this battle worth fighting. It really does. If this was easy, everybody in the world would be happy. Is everybody in the world happy? No. Are you truly happy? Are you truly happy? I know I'm not. I have moments, but I'm not truly happy. Not until I get to where I'm going to get to. But the difference is, I know I'm going to be happy. And I enjoy the moments when I am happy. And just because the disappointment exists, doesn't mean that's something I have to latch onto. Just like the happy moments, the disappointment moments leave too, if you let them. This reality is your own little mirror, but it casts a big reflection on everything you see. It's your world. It's hard. It really is. You gotta try. You gotta keep trying. That's the difference. If you just believe, you can do it. What are your dreams? What are your hopes? Find it. Find more. Find things. Find things that can make you strong. Find sources of happiness. And I'll repeat things over and over and over and over, because they need to be repeated. Listen. Your body, your soul, is this empty space, this big giant room, this building that's swaying in the wind. Okay, it needs support. Supports can only be made out of sources of love. So if each source of love represents a pillar holding yourself up, your soul, look back into yourself right now and count your pillars. How many pillars are holding you up? Build more, make more, so when those strong winds come and try to tilt you and maybe break a support, you'll have plenty more holding you up. Because this life hits you over and over and over. And only the strongest survive. Strongest of will, of who want to survive, who can choose to be happy. And that's why that's why things don't happen to bad people, because they're happy doing what they do. I've experienced that sort of life. You think bad people are sitting there, openly remorsing what they're feeling? No, they're doing it because they need to do it, and at some level it makes them happy. At some level. Is that your argument against some sort of source of God? God gave us free will. Greatest gift. Use it. Use it to choose to be happy. Because the power is in our hands. To help each other, to hold us up. It's not about our labels, our definition, our colors, our experiences. It's not about left or right on some sort of strange-ass political scale. It's about us as human beings and us needing love. Us needing to understand and connect to each other. To appreciate each other. And to not let this fear coming from whatever source to hold us back in whatever way. It's time to take out your little mirror and look into it. Look deep inside it. and think, what is that affecting? What is that affecting? How is my own regrets, how is my own things, my own demons, how are those affecting the way I see them? I see the world, I see others, and correct it. Because these experiences, they're not who we are. And it may be scary to venture into deeper territories, to things unknown, but that's the point of living, is to learn and to love and to experience and to connect with each other. Because you can live or you can live dead. That's our choices. Choices, 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 choices. Self-reflection. Forgiveness. What happened to you, past, that may not have been your fault, but the choice now, in this moment, with you and me, right now, right here. Do you choose to be happy? Are you away from those experiences? Are you in a safer place? Do you have love around you? Notice it. Feel it. Grab it. Appreciate it. And yes, there's going to be resistance. There's going to be lots of resistance. There's going to be people that you care about that, in some way might cause wrong feelings. Like you can't seem to just help, even though you want to help. You can extend your hand, but if that person doesn't want to help themselves, there's nothing you can do. You can only grow. You can only grow. Keep growing. Trees in the forest are funny because when a fellow tree is dying, when it's lacking nutrients, another tree will transfer its nutrients through its roots to the ground to feed that tree that's lacking. That's what we need to be. And at the same time as we give our nutrients to each other, we got to make sure not to drain ourselves so we die. Life is not some sort of easy, or you're going to do this, you're going to do that, we're going to get through it. It's yes, you're going to get through it, but it's a survival of will, of your will. If this is the test. Heaven and earth, heaven and hell, those are both created. Those are created by you here on earth. Okay? It's your perception, your reality. Do you want right now to be heaven? Then make it heaven. Make yourself heaven. If you are unhappy where you are right now, then change the situation. Change it. Make the choices. Do what you need to do, and don't let fear hold you back. Don't let this risk hold you back. You might be thinking right now, if I go do my dream, insert dream here. If I go do this, I might lose this, I might lose this, I might lose that. It might be worth it. This is your dream. This is your life path. That's the risk. That's the risk. If in your heart you know it to be good and you know your path to be true, follow it. Don't deny your own dreams. Don't deny yourself from being happy anymore. Let's grow together. This life, it gets lonely. It's so lonely sometimes, and so much pain. And that's the thing. Situations that have caused these feelings, the situations may have differed between us. And that may cause us to think that we can't connect because this person hasn't experienced this exact situation. But the feelings that are caused from those situations, those are universal. Love is love, pain is pain. I just need to know that you've been hurt, and yet you need love. I'm here to love you. I know I jump around a lot, and it might be hard to follow me. It's just the way I talk, I guess. But if there's anything that anyone can take from this 30-minute ramble, is it's time to face who we are and accept it as not being who we are. It's time to forgive ourselves for what we've done and to move forward and to grow and to connect with each other. People we see every day barely talk to. Each person around us, each person that we see every day, literally every person has had a life so complex that we could not even begin to fathom what exactly they've experienced or fathom what ideas they have. The person that sits next to us every day that we've barely talked to, that could be our best friend. A future best friend, who knows? Who knows what beautiful things could we unlock if we just survive? It's about perceptions and labels and the spiritual shit. It's about fear and love. And that's why I think it's so important to get to this spiritual plane. Because when you get here, you can see that that's what it is, fear and love. It's choices. And then you see that it doesn't matter how a person has got there, it only matters that they get there. You know, it's perception. Two people watch a burning house, and they each walk away with a story of how it burned down. And then that story keeps going and changing of how the house got burned down, and just totally ignores, hey, the fact is the house is burnt down. That's the truth. Why does it matter how it got burned down? You know what I'm saying? It's this right here. The only reason I'm bringing up my personal label right now, my religion, is I'm a Christian. I'm not a book Christian. I developed Christianity in when I went on a quest, and it was like a really weird thing that happened. Whole different story, but I'm a Christian. And one of the things Bible Christians, or most Christians, don't like me for is because I preach a message that Jesus is the Son of God. It's in the scripture. Jesus is the Son of God. God is the incarnation of love, the essence, the form, the love, pure love. So Jesus is the Son of God. That means Jesus is love also. Jesus, according to scripture, is also a very humble dude. So in the scripture, when Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, no one gets to the Father but through me. Do you think Jesus, the humble, was talking about himself as a name, or that which he represented, which was love? Love is the truth, the way. So it really, really gets me angry when I see other Christians and preaching a message of fear. If you preach a message of fear according to your own scriptures, that's a tool of the devil. How are you not seeing that? Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic. The point is, it's so confusing, and it just causes so much division. If you want to be in a religion and have your label, that's fine, if that's where your heart has led you. Don't be in a religion if you're confused. And if you're trying to just figure, like, because you're just gonna latch onto other people's perceptions of it, and it's gonna cause more confusion. And when people question that, you're gonna lash out in defense because you really have no idea. You're confused, and that's some fragile thing holding you up, and you're scared that if it breaks, you'll break. You need to go where your heart leads you. And to me personally, if you are following in your heart your intentions and it's love and it's morally just, you're all right with me. I don't care where you're from, what you look like, what religion you are. I don't care if you're an atheist, if you're an existentialist. I don't care. Connect with me, talk with me, grow with me. Listen, I want to try to keep these short. It's been 35 minutes. To everyone that's joined me, thank you. I appreciate it. I keep my friends list at 333, but if you like, you send in a request and people drop in ad all the time. My Facebook is public if you want to stay in touch, because I'd love to stay in touch. Thank you for coming on this self-reflecting journey with me, and I hope, if anything, people can grow. I hope you, in some way, can positively grow. Truly. Because we are in this together. We have each other, and we have our choices. And happiness is a choice. So make the choice. And good night.